Hello everyone, I'm Sarah from Rongchuang New Energy. Today my topic is the application of hydrogen energy in rail transport. At first, we're going to have an overview of the industry. In 1939, the first fuel cell was invented by William Groove. And for the world-famous NASA's Apollo moon landing, fuel cell is also served as the auxiliary power systems. From 2015 to present, our fuel cell industry has entered into its commercial usage phase. Let's have a look at the evolving history of energy. At first, we used firewood, then coal, oil, natural gas, and chilled hydrogen. So during the whole process, we can know that we are trying to get rid of the carbon elements in the energy form. But given hydrogen's high energy density and its zero emissions, hydrogen is considered as the ultimate form of energy. Countries around the world are trying to issue various policies to support the industry to get a head start in this industry. For the United States, they were the first to incorporate hydrogen energy into its energy strategy. And by the end of 2020, the United States has over 50 hydrogen refueling stations, and that number is going to increase to 200 by 2023. For Japan, which is struggling with energy shortage and energy crisis, Japan proposes that it is going to be the first country that will realize a hydrogen energy society. Also, in the past several years, Japan has invested billions of yen in R&D and promotion of the industry. For Europe also considers hydrogen energy as an important guarantee for energy security and energy transition. We also know that some of the most important players in this industry, including Alstom and Siemens, are also from Europe. Countries in Europe also enacted various policies and favorable policies to support the industry. For China, in 2020, our President Mr. Xi set a target for us. That is, we're going to reach carbon peaking before 2030 and the carbon neutrality before 2060. And how about reality? The reality is very harsh. We still have very big volumes of emissions. About 25% of emissions are from China. So for us to reach this goal is going to be a very challenging task. Also, we're going to reach the goal in 40 years. That takes European countries 70 years to accomplish. Governments at various levels in China also enact policies to support the industry and to support the fuel cell development. This one is a picture about the governor of Sichuan province, Mr. Rongchuang, visited Rongchuang New Energy in 2021. After acknowledging the accomplishments we've made in the past several years, Mr. Huang also pinned high expectations for us to lead the industry in the future. Chengdu City also issued papers and guidelines for us to develop hydrogen energy. It is said that we are going to have over 2,000 fuel cell vehicles by 2023, and we are going to build 2 demonstration lines of hydrogen-driven tramcars by 2023. Thanks to the favorable policies enacted by the government and the efforts made by the companies around China, we now have formed 5 hydrogen energy clusters in China that will be North China region, Yangtze River Delta, Pearl River Delta, Central China, and the Southwest area. That is where my company is. We have formed a mature line for the whole industry, from the hydrogen production to storage, transportation, and application. What about the reality of rail transit in China? So far, we have 21,000 locomotives in total, and about 1/3 of them are still internal combustion engines. You know the engines, they emit high percentage of emissions into the air. On the other hand, locomotives still play an important part in our life. They can do shipping, construction, and non-electrical railway transportations. So they're important, but how to cut the emissions from them? That's going to be a question. To solve the problem, we've issued several lines of products, from sightseeing bus to bullet train to tramcar and to shunting locomotives. One of their features is very obvious, that is they're very green, they're zero emissions. Also, because there's no need to build a grid or catenary, We are going to invest a small amount of money, and the construction time is going to be shortened significantly. Also, for the maintenance fee is going to be very low. But how is the hydrogen used to generate electricity? And this picture can show how. Actually, the principle is very simple. It's the simple reverse reaction of water electrolysis. This picture shows the production and the whole industry chain of hydrogen energy in China. At first, we'll have the energy production. You know, in the whole world, people favors green hydrogen compared to blue or gray hydrogen. So for the energy source, we prefer renewable energies like solar or wind powers. And also we have hydrogen transportation, hydrogen storage, and hydrogen application. Then who is us? For Rongchuang New Energy, actually in the beginning we are established to transform the research results of Southwest Jiangnan University into real projects. Even though the company is pretty new, but the team behind it is actually have done tons of research in the past several decades. We're the team behind the first fuel cell supercapacitor hybrid tramcar, and we're also the team behind the first fuel cell locomotive in China. For Southwest Jiangnan University, it is actually one of the oldest universities in China. It is also called the cradle of railway engineers in China. In the past century, Southwest Jiangnan University has nurtured 300,000 graduates, and some of them have become academicians. For the School of Electrical Engineering of Southwest Jiangnan University, it was founded in 1949. Generally speaking, the School of Electrical Engineering, they made all the breakthroughs and records in the history of China when it comes to the fields of railway electrification and high power traction. This one is our chief scientist. Mr. Qian Qingquan is a former dean of Electrical Engineering School of Southwest Jiangnan University. He's also the academician of the Chinese Academy of Engineering. And Mr. Chen Weizhong is the chairman of Institute Rongchuang New Energy. Also, he is the current dean of the School of Electrical Engineering of Southwest Jiangnan University. Mr. Chen Weizhong's team devoted into the hydrogen fuel cell research in 2008. And the following several years, they've led a series of important projects. Most of them are national level. And in December 2021, his team won the first prize of Science Progress of Sichuan Province for its global leading technology. Also, our accomplishments have been acknowledged and has been recognized by the society and by some world-renowned institutions, including IRIS. This one shows the first commercialized fuel cell hybrid tramcar in the world. It was invented by us in 2016. It is 100% low-floor tramcar, and we can see the specifications of this tramcar on my right hand. It can carry 354 passengers. And because it's 100% low floor, so people can board the tramcar with a single step. This one is the first fuel cell locomotive invented by Mr. Chen Weizhong's team in China. We call it the Blue Sky. We started the related research for this project in 2008, and later we have successfully launched the project. It can be used in various engineering vehicles. It can be used for subway maintenance, car, construction vehicles, and shunting. This is our pattern layout, really impressive, right? So our patent has covered a wide area from fuel cell control to hybrid energy management, from system modeling and simulation to fault diagnosis and life prediction. So if you have any problems with hydrogen fuel cells, just call us. One of our core technologies is energy is the energy management and energy improvement. We all know that for cars and vehicles, if it stops or breaks, the energy just goes away. But for our systems, for when the car or train goes to break or stops, we can use our energy system to recycle the energy. And this one shows the picture of our power systems. We have a wide range of power range from 60 kilowatt to 1,000 kilowatt. This is our lab. It is actually a joint lab owned by us and Southwest Jiaotong University. It is a megawatt level lab, so you can test your fuel cell power systems here. Given the scarcity of such level labs, we also rent our labs to other users for them to test their devices. And you know that we are a professional team, we have a lot of patents, and we have a profound history. We have over 10 years of industry accumulation. For our solutions, from planning to control, from input to output, we all have very stringent measures and procedures for us to follow.